Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I am Skull King, and last time we finished up the missions for Murdoch, and then went into the tavern to find out there was an elf sent here to spy on the castle. So let's see what today's adventures bring. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, hit the bell, leave a comment. Alright. An axe warrior axe. Huh. Interesting.
It's done.
If I wasn't going for a 2-dagger playthrough, I might actually use that. And I think Alistair's swords are better than that. Yeah, way better.
There's one thing I do not understand, Alistair.
Just the one thing.
About you, perhaps. Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd figure you'd be the sort who knows all about deception.
I do. And what use the deception might have had ended when King Caelan perished, did it not?
Maybe. I guess I was sort of hoping that would go away.
The truth does not go away.
Didn't say it was a good plan.
What's this? A house. Am I right? There's a guy standing there. Before I talk to him, let's go loot his stuff.
Done now. Are you happy?
Oh,
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
Cool. Alright. Let's see here. Scraping the barrel. That's what I'm doing right now. Got the guy in Redcliffe. Got the guy in Lothering. It's just a Denram alienage. I haven't got any of these guys yet. Okay. Party camp. Enchantment? I think I need to ask him about enchantment to finish that one. Okay, that's just the quest. Okay. Denerim. Drake scale armor. See? Good thing I kept that Drake scale. Redcliffe. Village under siege. Talk to Sir Perth and his knight. Oh, okay. Find use of barrels of oil. I'm sure that'll be also dealt with during Sir Perth. Missing child. You found that. He had returned to the Chantry to be with his sister. Lost in the galley. I gotta go find. What's her name? Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody here in Redcliffe while I was here. Because, you know, I got that 2 quests from the Blackstone irregulars.
Castle?
No, all is still, as it has been for days. It is an unnatural stillness, as though
Yes, very lovely. Let us soak in the vista before the massacre begins.
That's not what I'm doing, weirdo.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient?
That would be proper. I am a Terran's son.
Very well then, my lord. I am humbly at your service. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
I have some questions
Ask
for
me
you.
whatever you wish.
Where can I get supplies?
I'm not sure. Murdoch mentioned a blacksmith in the village, but I believe the militia is using everything he had. Beyond that, you might try the village store. It's locked up, but there may be items of use still within. I do not know.
What about the tavern?
Ah, a fellow named Lloyd runs it. He refuses to close and evacuate to the Chantry. I suppose he might still have something to sell you, though I wouldn't encourage dealing with a fool. He's a profiteer and nothing more.
You mentioned something about an urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was the Earl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Jarl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So the knights left the castle defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there, or were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
I want to discuss something
I knew
else. Carry on.
As you wish, my lord. May God watch over you.
Okay, first things first, let's go talk to this chantry lady. Mother Hannah. See if she'll give these boys some holy protection. Let's talk to Caitlin, see what she says.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
About the sword I found in your home.
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
I'll return it after the battle. It belongs to your family.
Use it well. If we survive, I'll gladly take it back. Thank you again for Bevan. With my mother gone, well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't thank you enough.
Just stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again. Good day.
Hey, there's something she's got to be involved in eventually.
What is it you need, child?
So Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
But if they think it helps them...
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Alright, back to Sir Perth. Sorry if I seem a little more quiet today. It's just, I don't know, I just feel really tired. Hopefully I'll wake up as I continue to play.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted holy protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Mother Hannah has some holy amulets. What those do?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
But it's not even magical.
I do not approve of magery and such, but the symbols of the Chantry are holy and blessed by the Maker, not the work of mages. I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Is there anything else you
No,
need?
nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
As you wish, my lord. May God watch over you.
Ouch. Liliana disapproved. Morgan approved. Okay, who do I talk to start this battle? Redcliffe. Okay. Now let's just talk to Sir Perth again then, maybe, and...
Mother Hannah's amulets have greatly bolstered my men's confidence. You couldn't have armed us with any better than our faith in the Maker.
I'm ready to make my stand here. Well... What's your status?
I distributed Mother Hannah's amulets to the other knights. It is encouraging to think the Maker watches over us in our hour of need. We retrieved more oil from the village store. It is ready to use as our first line of defense, as you suggested. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands.
Alright, so we'll end today's episode right here. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notifications on when I post my next videos. And don't forget to share the video with anyone you think may enjoy it. And leave a comment below and any advice, criticism, chit chat, don't matter. Just leave a comment about anything and I'll respond to it as promptly as I can. And until next time, Skål! Have a good one.